it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
Hey everyone, so I was supposed to have a video to upload today. Today is Monday and I had a busy weekend, so I didn't get anything done. But this is actually what I had planned. I just got a little lazy. I ordered some Daniel Smith paints because I had gotten a little sample of one and I absolutely loved the color and I loved the texture it left. So I thought, well, let me order some more paints. So I'm going to do a quick little swatch of all of these. I have 26. Yeah, I might have went overboard. But I have 26 new colors. So I'm going to swatch these out and you let me know what your favorite is. Let's get this started. I actually went ahead and drew out a chart. The ones I ordered were the Daniel Smith Primatech, which is 6. In the box, excuse the box, it got a little ketchup-y. Long story. I also ordered the Jean Haynes set, an Alvaro Castagnas set. And I probably butchered his name and I am so sorry. But I made sure that I had no duplicates here. So I thought that was good. And I'm actually going to do this right out of the tubes. I'm not going to do this. I'm not putting these in a palette yet. I haven't decided what palette I want to put them in, if I want to at all. I did draw some black lines on here so I could see how transparent they were. And I also put a little key, whether or not these were the Primatech, the Jean Haynes. I put that and I circled it and put it on the corner. So this is just for my, if anybody asks me a question in the future, I'll know. And I'm doing this on Arches Cold Press. So the first one I have here is going to be Rhodonite. Now these Primatech ones, some of these names are a little crazy. So let me get the Rhodonite. I think I just had it in hand. Yep. And can you believe, I mean, they make these words so small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got them all. I got Rhodonite. That's that one. That one. Alright, got them all. I wanted to make sure before I got started. So I'm just using a little dab on a paper plate with a wet brush. So let's see. These are such pretty colors. I like that one. It's a beautiful pink. And the next one. I think I'm just going to take it straight from the tube. I'm not even going to put it on the... like this. See, if you look at the picture of it actually looks a little bit more pink. I like that. That's got a lot more pizzazz than like a Payne's Gray would. Hematite. I told you these are some titles. This one's trying to escape out of the tube. had a chunk. Oh, isn't that interesting? I like that. Now I have to say, I actually already kind of cheated, and I painted a little picture. I had sketched out a gnome, and I painted it in, filled it in like an ink and wash. So I kind of cheated a little bit, and I kind of know a little bit how these ones do. And that's a beautiful blue. Mayan blue. And so far these are all pretty transparent. I like that blue. That's like a blue jeans blue. And it already has like the aging built into it. Like your favorite old blue jeans. This is Jadeite. Oh man. Look at that green. Oh, that is beautiful. That would add some beautiful depth and some landscapes or some water. Oh, and I sketched out a sea turtle. That would probably be beautiful. All right, this is Amethyst. I like that one too. That's a beautiful purple. It's like a much more natural looking purple. So those were all the Primatech. Now these other ones, they're going to be a little bit all over the place because I did them in kind of color groupings. So let me dump them all out here. And I'll try to get them a little organized here. We're going to do some yellows first. Yellow. I'm going as a yellow. That might be the only ones. 1, 2, 3 yellows. Alright, so these are our first 3 yellows. This will be our first. Azo Yellow Deep. Oh, that, you can see that in the tube. How beautiful that is. A little less transparent. What a beautiful color. I like that. That might be my favorite yellow now. It's definitely has a little bit of gold to it. All right, yellow ochre. Now I have yellow ochre in a few different brands. Whew. And it's a juicy tube. And it tends to be a little bit more opaque, even in my other brands. So I have to wipe that off. But you don't want to ever leave a big blob of paint, because then you're going to end up with tubes that will not close or will not open. So I'll save that. That'll be used in a project because I don't want to waste it. Nickel Azo Yellow. This one's got like a little, alright, chunky. There we go. It's like a mustardy yellow. Very pretty. And when you thin it down, it thins down into more of a different color yellow. Like a sunny. I like that. That's beautiful. Look at that Azo Yellow Deep. Look at the different variations it has. I mean, all the way up here it looks very orangey. And you can just see, it's got texture in it. That hematite really has some texture showing up as it's drying. Love it. Alright, so our next one's going to be an Aussie Red Gold. Let's see if I can find that. Mayan Orange. burnt sienna white. There you go. These are our next three. These are the Aussie Red Gold. I like that. That's beautiful. Mayan Orange. Oh, I can already tell this one packs a punch. Look at that. That packs a punch. That is a very strong color. Beautiful. It's definitely a strong color. He has a little tail coming out. All right. Nickel Azo Yellow is really turning pretty too. This is burnt sienna white. I have a regular burnt sienna. I'm really not sure. This looks like it has a little bit more of a yellow or an orange undertone. Very natural colors though. And then our next ones are going to be Chiral Red. That is, I might be saying that wrong. Deep Scarlet. And Neutral Tint. Yeah, that one probably seems a little out of place. But I didn't know where else to stick it. So that's where it is. Neutral Tint, you'll see that is. That works really good as far as kind of, oh, this is a juicy one. Bringing down some of the colors. It's good for shadows. This is already going to be two. Chiral Red, this is another power. Look at that. Look how opaque that is. Let me set it down and see. Yeah, it's pretty opaque. Man, that is a red. That's going to be beautiful in some Christmas things. That's a powerful red. Oh. So Daniel Smith colors, are a little bit different. I generally use, I have a mixture. I usually use Winsor Newton. I do, but I actually have a little bit of a mixture. I might be a little bit of a paint addict. This one's coming out of the tube too. All right, this is Deep Scarlet. That's pretty. It's almost like a brick red. I like that. Now Neutral Tint. So my next painting I'm really excited about is going to be a hydrangea, which is my favorite flower. There's Neutral Tint. Kind of like a Payne's gray, but it doesn't seem to have as much blue in it. It leans more, I see a little bit more red in it and more pinks. So we're getting down towards the end. I have quinacridone, magenta, Opera Pink, which is one of my favorites, and other colors and other brands, and Moon Glow. Where's my Moon Glow? Moon Glow. So am I the only one that gets excited by new colors? Absolutely love new colors. Backward doing Magenta. That's beautiful. Daniel Smith's colors are known to be granulating. And what granulating is in watercolors is where it gives you the texture, so you can see like little speckles in it. You can really see it in this hematite. The Mayan Blue, you can really see just the kind of little speckles. The pigmented, that's really speckled. It just helps add some texture. And you either like that kind of paint or you don't. And I think it's important to play with it so you can kind of see if you like it or not. I wasn't sure I would like it, and so I bought one tube of paint. Oh, I should have cleaned that one up. Sherry. I'm gonna have to clean that one up. I wasn't sure if I would like it, and so I bought Moon Glow. Oh, that's my favorite, Opera Pink. So I bought the Moon Glow, and I absolutely loved it. And I discovered that I'm one of those that actually like that. I think there's a place for a granulating paint like a Daniel Smith, and a non-granulating, which tends to be more of like the Winsor & Newtons, don't granulate quite as much. So I think there's different things, different purposes for different paints. But for me, I really loved it. And this is the one that really got me, this Moon Glow. Because when this is really thinned out, it turns this, it has these beautiful shades of pinks and purples, and you can kind of see it here. So you can actually paint a whole picture and have it kind of look antique-y black and white, not antique-y sepia, but like this monotone, but you have so much depth in this color that I just absolutely loved it, and it sold me, and so that's why I was like, oh, I need to get more and try more. So our next ones are going to be Imperial Purple, Lunar Blue, and I already know I love Lunar Blue. I used it for something else, and Cobalt. And again, these are all my opinions, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just learning as I go along. And these tubes aren't cheap. This paint, if you notice, these tubes are itty bitty small. It's just not the cheapest paint, but it's very concentrated, so you don't need as much. That Imperial Purple is really pretty. That's a purple. I think I might like the Amethyst better. I don't know. All right, Lunar Blue. Oh, my Lunar Blue is trying to escape. It's trying to run away. That lid was not tight. Here we go. I wish that they would make these paint tubes with just a little more space in them so that the paint doesn't get so jammed up in there, so that you can open the lid without it spilling out and oozing. Look at that Lunar Blue. Isn't that pretty? That's another one that I can already tell by looking at it. It's pretty granulating. And I can see that doing a lake scene, which I'm getting ready to do a lake scene. I just sketched it out in the fall where everything is starting to get dark. or this Lunar Blue, I could see that in a winter scene where you have snow and some mountains. Yeah. All right, this one's Cobalt. So we got a bright one here. I almost stuck it in the wrong spot. There we go. Oh, that's a beautiful blue. So now we have ultramarine. Let's see what's undersea green. Green Amethyst. We have Cascade green. There we go. So we have a blue, and the rest, we have one blue, and then the rest are greens, which I love greens. Oh, and this is trying to escape also. That was probably not a smart thing to do. Nope, you're oozing out. Now I'm going to have to clean all my tubes. Not good. Ultramarine. Wow, now that pops. That is an amazing looking blue. Wow. And you can see the granulating that's happening in some of these colors. And here's green Amethyst, spelled Apatite. I'm not really sure. Probably butchering the name. Sorry for Daniel Smith if I butchered the name, but I struggle with finding good greens, and this looks pretty good. There's so many greens that in paint that I end up having to mix, which is fine. You can mix greens. You can make a green pretty easy. Blue and yellow makes green, and then if you add some red to it, you can kind of make it more of a natural green. That's kind of a pretty natural green. But like sap green, I love sap green, but I always have to mix a little red in it to make it a little less green, a little less like in your face green. Or I'll mix a little blue with it, and that kind of brings it into like a eucalyptus-y dusky green. And then, you know, the red will take some of that down. Here's Cascade green, which is pretty. It doesn't look like it would be something I would use for like landscapes, unless I'm doing it kind of as a deeper tone. And we just have two more. Viridian and Undersea Green. Viridian. Which this looks very bright. Probably not going to be one of my favorites. It would probably be good mixing it with a yellow and then maybe a little ultramarine to make like a pretty teal, because that kind of is how it looks. It's definitely got a little more blue to it. Undersea green looked interesting in the box. And you've got a chunky there. Yeah, see, I like that. That's a lighter tone. Where'd that go? Undersea green. Let me get a little bit darker. Get another little stab at it. So you're gonna notice this video is not gonna be edited much. Just gonna put my intro on it. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. Guess I'm more of an earthy. I like my bright colors, but there's certain things I really like the earthy tones. So I think out of these top three, I think my favorite is going to be the Hematite, because I just love the texture in it. The Pigmentite, that's also got a lot of texture in it. I don't know when I would use that. Maybe if I'm trying to mix it to bring down like an opera pink. I don't know. And then out of this row, I definitely love that Mayan Blue. I love all three of these. I can see me using all three of those. To the yellows, I can see me using all three of those. The Azo Yellow Deep I would probably mix. It might be a good brightening color, so if I'm going to do like a sunset where I would do my first wash in like the lightest color, I would probably do a Azo Yellow Deep, and that would be like the sun, and that would show it glowing. That one. Out of these, I love them all. The Mayan Orange is pretty bright. I'd have to probably tone that down a little bit. That Aussie Red Gold is interesting to me. I love that. I love the different tones. We go here, the Chiral Red is going to come in handy at Christmas. Deep Scarlet. I can see, yeah, I'm going to be doing some berries and some holly. That's going to be really cool. Neutral tint will be fun to play with to do some shadow work. Next row down, I know I already love Moon Glow, and I know I love Opera Pink. When it's very diluted down, it makes a beautiful pink wash to add depth. Quinacridone Magenta looks really cool too. So I think I'd use all of those. Out of these, I love them all. Look at the tones coming out in that Lunar Blue. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. I'll bring that up a little bit. Isn't that gorgeous, that Lunar Blue? I just love that one right there in the middle. I don't know if it's going to focus for you, but I love that one. The Cobalt Blue is another one that I think is just really pretty. Ultramarine Blue, I like that. And now that these are drying, I'm liking them a little bit more. Cascade Green, again, I'm not sure I would use it on a landscape. I could see it more for water. That would probably be really good for my sea turtle. This one also, it's not really green to me, but it's classified as the greens, but very pretty. And this Undersea Green, I just love it. I love the texture it has. So that's it for my Daniel Smith ones. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think your favorite color is, and if you have any ideas for me to paint with these colors. I can't wait to show you the hydrangea. It is going to be done completely with Daniel Smith. So until next time, thank you again for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and if you would like to have more tutorials that have no commercials, feel free to check out our Patreon. All the videos will be posted on Patreon with sketches, and they will be full length without the ads. So that's a pretty cool thing.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.